Hey Gearheads, it's me, Gear Hulk here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Concealment Express Kydex holster. So this specific Kydex holster by Concealment Express holds the LC9 that I've been currently carrying. It is currently unloaded. There you go, no bullets. And Concealment Express basically made this Kydex holster to fit the LC9 and the LCP. So my first initial impressions were that I really liked this holster. And I needed a good holster for my LC9 because I was kind of lacklustering in the holster field. Now there are several reasons why I decided to go with Concealment Express's Kydex holster. Let's go through them. The first one was because Kydex is resistant to moisture such as sweat. Another thing was weight. This thing only weighs 2 ounces, and the whole reason why it weighs 2 ounces is just because this 0.08 thick Kydex that they've used here just keeps the weight down tremendously. The other reason why I went with the Kydex holster is it wears on the bluing of your gun a lot less than leather would. Now leather has a tendency to rub that bluing right off the end of your gun and just put a lot of wear marks on your overall weapon. I'm not saying that it doesn't, I'm just saying it does it a whole lot less in my experience. Another great thing about Kydex that I really like is its fact that it has so much rigidity. It's very rigid and you're drawing your weapon. When you go to put your weapon back in, you don't have a hard time reholstering your weapon. So it makes it actually quicker to draw and a lot easier as far as my experience goes at putting it back in. Concealment Express has done a really good job of molding this actual weapon, the holster to the actual weapon. When I first got it, it slid in perfectly with no problems. That's really nice. I mean, that's a good thing. If you want a really snug fit, all you got to do is crank down on this adjustment knob right here, and I mean, this thing is not going anywhere. And all you need to really adjust this thing is a Phillips head screwdriver. And basically, you can adjust the tension on this actual clamp right here, and that adjusts these 2 pivot points, which is what squeezes in on the trigger guard, and that's what actually retains the actual pistol. Another great thing that Concealment Express has done is it's given you options. What they did was they took the actual clip and they designed it so that way you could actually put a little bit of a cant on it. So it goes from 0 to 15 degrees worth of cant, and then you can adjust it from there. So you can actually have a little bit of an adjustment in your waistband, and then you basically just tighten it down using the Phillips head. Another nifty thing that I learned is when I first got it and I said that it was a super tight fit, after I adjusted the retention knob here, I still noticed that I was having an issue pulling it out of the actual Kydex holster. Basically, when I was reading the directions, what they said was to add some gun oil on the inside of the actual Kydex holster. And once I did that, just a little bit, I noticed that it just changed the whole draw of this weapon, and it made it very easy to draw in and out. So another great thing about Concealment Express holsters is that they can be carried in various forms. So you can have side carry, you can have front carry, or you can have back carry. Now depending on your preference, basically you can choose to carry it however you want. But the great thing about the side carry is that it feels really good and it's very snug. You can actually sit down and stand up without this gun actually affecting your the stance or anything, which is really nice. And the fact that it has a little bit of a cant on it makes it really easy to draw, as it fits and slides back into the holster really well, and I don't have any issues with it. It doesn't feel like it's poking me anywhere, which is another nice feature. And basically too, when you're concealing it, you can basically just put your shirt over it, and there really is no difference. You can't really tell that somebody's concealed carrying. Even when I turn it sideways, it doesn't really feel like I'm concealed carrying at all. And I feel like I can still move around and get into my pockets just fine, you know, to access a knife or whatever it is. I would say drawing from the front feels really good as far as pulling the holster and everything. It feels like a really natural position to draw from, you know, but it just depends too on your person and how you want to carry, but it still seems to work. But overall, I'm impressed with just the functionality of the actual holster itself. The back carry system works well too, and as you can see, even when I have it doing the kidney carry or the back carry, you really can't even tell that I have it on me. And it's very easy to draw as well. There's a couple of things that I've noticed about that, and it's basically when you lift your shirt up, it does get caught on the actual clip here, so it makes it harder to draw. So that's why I don't prefer the back carry. I will carry that on occasion, but not normally. Another great thing that I like about this is how easy it is to take off. If I really just want to remove the holster real quick, just a simple pull up on this actual tab here just pulls it right out. I don't have to think about it. So I can get in and out of my car, and I can just take my holster off, slide it underneath the dashboard or whatever, and then just take it, put it back in when I get out of my truck or whatever. And there you go, boom. You're not even thinking about it. There's so many holsters where you have to configure and you have to undo your belt and all this other things, and I just don't like that. So that's another reason why I went with this Kydex holster with the single clip. So my overall thoughts of the Concealment Express holster is it's fantastic. It's a really wonderful product, and I really feel like there's a lot of people out there that don't know about this holster yet. And maybe you're looking for a good Kydex holster. Definitely start with Concealment Express and see how you feel. I'm Gearholic, guys. I'm signing out. Be safe out there and try not to cut yourselves. Later.